Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to continue our discussion on multiple linear regression. We have reached that stage where we said that it's not enough for us to just to run the model, and then if there are several several insignificant predictors, then we stop there. There is a method called stepwise regression where we what we did last time was to do what we call backward stepwise regression. Stepwise regression starts with the full model, and then we remove the variables one at a time. There are two methods to do this. One is the p-value method, and the other is the AIC method. For as long as the p-value of the variable that you're going to uh, remove is greater than 0.05, which means it's not significant, then that's okay. That's the p-value method. On the other hand, the AIC method is quite different. It does not look at the p-value. Rather, it asks us, if I remove this variable, will the AIC go down? If the AIC will go down, then that's okay. Okay. If the AIC will go up, then we don't remove that variable, even if the variable has a non-significant p-value, or which means that the p-value is greater than 0.05. Just like this case class that we did last time, we used the step function here. We created this object step model, and we saw that the final model was included experience, even if experience was not significant. So you can see here that the method used was AIC method, okay, which means that if experience is removed, then AIC will increase. Okay, so that's why experience was left as part of the model, even if it was not significant. Okay, so the question here is, should you always only use significant variables? And the answer is not necessarily. Sometimes theory dictates that you keep certain controls even if not significant. When you say controls class, it means that it is known that that variable is associated with your dependent variable. And if you remove that variable, even if it's not even if it's not significant, then that can result into what we call omitted variable bias. Okay, omitted variable bias means you are missing variables that are known to be uh, associated with your dependent variable. If it's known to be related or associated with your independent variable, why is it that in this case it does not appear to be associated? Okay, because perhaps because of the sample, our sample observations. So which is safer, to remove that or not? It's safer not to remove it, class. In this case, the use was AIC, and turned out that experience, although it's not significant, we still include it in our model. Okay. So as I said, sometimes theory dictates that you keep certain controls. Controls are independent variables, control variables. Okay. So when you go to your thesis later on, the panelists might ask you, why aren't you including control variables? So control variables are variables that are also associated with your dependent variable. Sometimes in certain instances, it might not be significant, but it still pays to include that, because theoretically we know that that variable affect your your dependent variable. It just so happened that in your sample set, okay, in the sample set you're working on, it did not appear to be significant. Okay. Now, as I said, there are two types, there are two steps. There are two types of stepwise backward. It's either AIC method or the p-value method. Same thing, same thing. You have a forward stepwise uh, forward stepwise. Okay, so we have stepwise method. So the stepwise can either be backward or forward. For forward stepwise regression, what happens is that you start from a clean slate. So no predictors, and then you add one by one. Okay? And there are certain restrictions. For example, you add only a variable that has either a p-value that's less than 0.05. Okay, so you choose the highest p-value or the lowest p-value, or will this will adding this variable lower down AIC. So the concept is the same. There's a criterion to choose from. Okay. Now sometimes the stepwise backward and forward, sometimes they might give different answers. Okay. And that's a weakness of this stepwise regression. That's a weakness, especially kung the backward and the forward does not provide the same answer. Okay. Then okay, so here I'll just explain what are control variables. By the way, did I give these notes to you, class? Kindly please chat if I gave you this note. Did I, class? Yes, okay, good. All right, good. Okay, so here I defined what are control variables. Variables included in your regression model to account for factors that might affect the dependent variable, other than the main independent variables of interest. Because sometimes you want to focus on particular independent variables in order to explain your dependent variable. So that might be the focus of your research, for example. But there are other variables that could also affect your dependent variable, which might not be your interest. And these are called your control variables. So in your research, what you do is to, of course, include your main independent variables and also include your control variables. Okay. And the focus of your study is not really the control variables, but they're there, okay, to help make sure that we don't have omitted variable bias. Okay, so here I ask the question, what happens when you remove your control variables? If the control variable is correlated with your independent variable and your dependent variable, then we have what we call omitted variable bias. Okay, the estimated effect of your main variable may be biased. What do you mean by biased? You cannot depend, okay, on the estimates. Isn't it that you use the estimates in order to predict or forecast your dependent variable? So if your predictions, your estimates, your betas are biased, then you cannot depend on them. Okay, so that's what happens when you have omitted variable bias. Okay, maybe in some succeeding sessions, I'll go back here and let's just create a simulation and see what happens when you have a variable that's related to your independent variable and your dependent variable, and you remove it. We will see what happens to our model, but we'll do that in the future. Okay, so just take some time to read this class. When is OVB, omitted variable bias, a problem? If the omitted variable is not correlated with the independent variable, then no problem. If the omitted variable is correlated, when you say included variables with your independent and also with your dependent, then there will be a bias. Okay, magkakaroon tayo ng bias. Okay? All right. So let's now go. Did I give this to you, class? Itong OLSRR. Ito. Did I give this to you? Kindly chat yes or no, please.
Uh, yes daw po, sir.
Ito. Okay na. Sige. Okay, let's make sure first that your OLSRR, kindly check please, OLSRR sa packages, OLSRR. Make sure that it is loaded already and yeah, loaded, installed and loaded. I'm going to click this there. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds. Once you have loaded OLSRR, then kindly chat, please. Here, OLSRR. Okay, thank you. So let's wait for the others. Good, thank you. Okay, let me continue now. So we have this class. We're going to use the OLSRR package. You can, for you to recall OLSRR to, no? Okay. Then the function is OLS step backward, P. So it means that this is the p-value method. Okay. Oops, wait, huh? May dapat we need the full model. Asan na yung full model? Ginawa ba natin yun? Full model. Okay. So just to be sure, class, ito. Just copy this. Copy this, class. Control. Copy this. Control C. And then let's paste it below. Here. Okay. Control V. And then I'll call it, kasi full model yung ginamit ko dito, no? Full model, full underscore model. We'll run it. And then I'm going to remove this. I'm not going to print. Okay, let's just run class. A regression model, full model, where we regress hourly wage on education, experience, and new race, gender, civil status. Okay, so this number of dependents, these are our predictors. And then we're going to use here, sorry, na double cash, remove this. We're going to use based on, let's run this first. No? Okay, so, oops, y plus, ano yung mali ko? Education, tenure, experience, tenure, data. Where's my data? Wala ba yung wage ko? Ah, wage 1. Okay, wage 1. Sorry. Wage 1. Okay. What's happening here? Object race not found. Asan ba yung wage 1 ko? Ah, wait. Baka tinanggal ko yung ano ko. Sandali ah. I'm sorry. Let me just load the wage data set. There. Tapos ito, factors ko lang siya class. Okay. Baka na-delete ko yung ano. Hindi na siya nag-run. Okay, so this should run already. Wage, wage. I'll run this. There, okay? So my full model regression is existing, full model. Okay, and then I'm going to now use OLS step backward P. This is now stepwise regression class. Backward class means that's why we need the full model. Okay, we need all the predictors first. We're creating this object called backward fit.p to indicate that we're using p value here. PREM stands for p remaining. So a variable can only remain if it's if the p value is 0.05. So let's run this class and print pw backward fit.p. Okay, so it gives us now the final model here. Okay, so if we take a look at the steps here, class, no? Start with a full model, and then the first variable to be removed is race. Okay, you can see that race was removed, and and the final model is, and the final model here is, okay, now there seems to be a bug with parameter estimates. Asan na yung ano, final model? Race lang yung tinanggal. Okay, so may bug kasi class, I noticed na may bug na dito sa OLSRR eh. Kasi, di ba, nung nag-p-value tayo, ang tinanggal race, tapos ano pa ba yun? Number of dependents, at saka is it civil status. Here, what's only being removed is race, tapos final model na. And if you take a look at the parameter estimates, so sabi niya kasama daw si education, experience, tenure. But the problem is, this is not significant, this is not significant, and this is not significant. Okay, so just be aware, class, na may bug tong si OLS step backward. Okay, or maybe I'm not sure kasi matagal ko na ginamit si OLSRR na baka kailangan ng updates, no? Pwede natin i-update to eh. Ano ba yun? Okay. Anyway, but we know that this is wrong, class. Why? Sa final model niya, bakit may kasama si experience, hindi significant to. Kasama rin si civil status at saka si number of dependents. Ang tinanggal lang niya, class, si race. Okay? So just be aware of that. Did you get the same answer, class? Kindly chat, please, if you got the same answer. Na yung p-value method natin kay OLS step backward is something that's that baka may bug dito sa function na to. Okay? OLS step backward P. P remaining natin, dapat ang matitira lang kung less than 0.05 siya. Feedback, please, class. What you got? What did you get, class? Did you also get what I got? Kasama pa rin yung si civil status at saka si NAMDEP at saka si experience. Feedback, class, please. Downloading OLSRR, I'm sorry. Sige. Okay, I thought you already downloaded OLSRR. Okay, take your time, please. Kindly download OLSRR and then load it, and then run this first code. Once you're done, class, kindly chat in the chat box, yes, if we got the same answer, or no, your answer is different. Because I have a wrong answer here, class. This is wrong. Kasi backward tapos p-value. So ang remaining dapat less than 0.05. The final solution here is this one. Okay. Final solution. May significance tayo dito, p-value. This is still part of the final solution, which is wrong. These two are still part of the final solution, which is wrong. So we'll have to, just be aware of that, class. We'll have to check. Baka nag-update si OLSRR. But you know, I have been using this for several years already. Wala naman ng problema. Tama naman yung laging generate niya. Recently lang, no? I think last term ganun din. Eh. So I haven't figured out why. Okay, kamusta, class, yung answers nyo? Same po. Okay, thank you, Jerry Lane. So kay Jerry Lane, pareho din kami na part of the solution si experience at saka si civil status at saka number of dependents. When in fact, dapat ang remaining natin, dapat P remaining should be less than 0.05. How about the others, please? Waiting for your feedback, please. Okay, thank you, John. Same lang. Okay. Okay, Gab, thank you. So, figure out na lang natin, but not today. In your spare time class, kindly check nyo rin class kung bakit ganun, no? Okay. All right. Thank you, James. Okay, so let's continue class. This time, let's use AIC. Okay, pag AIC, wala tayong ilalagay na P remaining. Okay, dito class, actually, ang ano nito, okay, pwede natin ilagay, wait ha, check ko lang class yung syntax ni OLS. Wait ko na lang. Step pala, step. Control C, Control V, question mark natin. Natin AIC naman. Alright, so nasa OLS yan siya, class niya. Here, ito. OLS step backward AIC. So, ang sabi dito, yan. So, yung model natin, full model. And then, merong isa dito, details. No? We'll print the regression result at each step. So, for AIC, tingnan natin class, no? Yung, let's include, although medyo mahaba yung processing time, pero sige, isama na rin natin. Just to check. So, dito class, sabi details, no? Yun ang syntax. Here. If you want to include the details, where's that? Ito. Details class, details. So details is equal to P, true. So what this will do, ito kasi final model class, no? Pag linagay natin details, lahat ng mga steps, mahaba nga lang, pero sige, i-ano natin, run natin to. And then you'll see the step-by-step backward elimination process. Yeah. So just give it, maybe less than a minute naman yan. Okay, yan. Yan natin ha. So backward elimination method, AIC, no? AIC method tayo. So the basis is, we will remove a variable if the AIC will go down. Kasi the smaller the AIC, the better. So these are the main variables, diba? Ito yung unang-una, full model to. Okay, step 0, notice, step 0, lahat ng predictors kasama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. AIC is 22640. Now, what happens when we remove race, number of dependents, civil status, experience, etc., etc.? By removing any one of this, one at a time class, you notice what happens to AIC. And the best solution, the worst solution is remove education because tataas pa yung AIC, di ba? From 2640, magiging 2749 pa. Okay. So, ang pinaka-best is remove race. Because removing race will result into a reduction of the AIC. Okay, pwede rin si number of dependents, kaso mas konti yung i-reduce niya. Hindi pwede si civil status. Plus kasi AIC will increase from 2640 to 2641 and we don't want that. We want what will be removed is the variable that will reduce AIC. So ito na, step 1, remove daw si Race. So ito na yung model natin class, no? Wala na si Race dito. And then AIC natin ngayon, bumaba na from 2640 naging 2638. Okay. Step 2 class. What happens if we remove si number of dependents? Sa education, hindi pa pwede kasi tataas yung AIC. Si number of dependents from 2638.8 magiging 2638.6. So pwede, no? Pwede to. Si civil status hindi na pwede kasi tataas yung AIC. Alright? So remove number of dependents. So that's the second step. Remove number of dependents. So that leaves us with just 5 predictors. AIC is 2638.6. Okay, if you take a look at this, 2638.6, if you remove anyone here, class, AIC will go up. AIC will go up. So, stop na yun, class. We cannot remove any other predictor. Okay, so no more variables to be removed. Ang tinanggal lang class si race at saka number of dependents. Okay, so here, your full model class is AIC 2640. Pag tinanggal yung race, 2638. Pag tinanggal ulit yung number of dependents, 2638.6. So you can now see that the AIC went down. You cannot remove another one because AIC will go up. Okay? And it's consistent with SBC, Schwartz Bayesian criterion. Pareho lang na AIC yan. Notice na bumababa siya. Pati SBIC. Almost always pare-pareho silang result. No? R squared class, of course, pag sabi natin R squared, if we keep on increasing variables, tumataas siya. Ito, di ba, nagbababa tayo, so bumababa siya up to 36.38. But then again, what we are interested in more is the adjusted R squared. So notice that the adjusted R squared of the second model, second step, where we remove 2 variables, 36.2% higher even than the full model. Okay? So ito yung full model natin. Okay? Ang correlation 0.607, R squared 36.8, adjusted R squared 36.2. Okay? And ito yung ANOVA niya. And then, tinan nyo class yung mga, okay, tinan yung mga t-values class. So, si civil status, even if the p-value is 0.051, slightly higher than 0.05 lang naman. No? Sa experience, okay, mas mataas yung p-value, pero kasama pa rin siya because the p-value, the AIC is reduced. Okay, pause for a while class. Kindly chat please if you got that, yung backward na AIC. Dapat ganun din class yung backward na P. Dapat tatanggalin yung mga p-values. Okay, thank you. Jerry Lane, how about the others please? You can see there the step-by-step, no? Step-by-step process in removing your variable. Okay, good. Thank you, John. Adrian, thank you. Let's give your classmates a few more seconds to give their comments. Thank you, Chard. All right, sige. So I hope the others are able to follow also. Now, in your own na lang, on your own, kindly check class, gawin yung details is equal to 2 din to. Will not do that here anymore. Try nyo na lang class si backward P. Isama nyo si details is equal to 2. Then, if sa race pa lang, tumigil na siya, sinama pa rin niya yung ibang may mali na talaga, no? May mali dun sa function na to. Okay, kasi dapat matanggal lahat ng mga p-values na. Just like what we did, di ba? Yung nag-manual tayo ng backward regression. Okay, so we did this. Okay, I'll just close this. Ito naman class, forward naman. Forward. Forward, as I said a while ago, you start with scratch and then introduce the variables one by one. Okay, wag na tayo mag-details is equal to true dito. Forward p-value. Let's see if this will give us yung correct answer, class. Run natin. Oops. So this should be full model. Sorry. Full model. Mali ito. Full model. Run. Forward naman to, class. No? So magsisimula siya sa nothing, no variable, and then it will introduce. Hindi ko na ano. Sorry, Control C, Control V. Okay. So stepwise, no? Stepwise. So here are the candidates. So ano yung pinasok niya? Final value kagad. Final value kagad, class. And you can, of course, put details is equal to here. So take note, p-value to, no? Dapat, class, yung answer ng p-value, dapat lahat significant. So ganun din, class, no? May error yung ano yung p-value method ni OLSRR. Kasi it's still final model na to, final model output. So it included yung mga civil status, experience, and the number of dependents whose p-values are greater than 0.05. So may mali, no? Dito sa AIC naman, okay, forward ulit, no? Forward. So let's run this. Mali na naman, sorry, full model. Forward to, class, no? Forward stepwise. So ibig sabihin, it will introduce the variables one at a time. Okay, so ang final model niya, ito, no? AIC 2638.6. So pareho, no? Pareho dun sa backward na AIC. 2638.6, and you can see here that the one, pareho ba siya sa ano, sa taas, sa forward, backward na AIC, as in backward na AIC, backward Peter. Dinelete ko pala, yes. Let me check. Backward AIC. The final model is ay, sorry, andun pa pala yung details. Kalimutan ko ng ganun. Alright, so 1, 2. Okay, andun pa sa experience. Ang tinanggal lang race, class. So this is the AIC method. Backward. AIC method forward, same. Okay, same siya, class. Andun pa rin si civil status. Ang tinanggal lang race, class. Okay, so you can see here that the backward and forward AIC method are quite consistent. Ang problema lang natin dito sa OLSRR plus yung backward na p-value. Okay. Ito, no? Yan. Tinanggal lang si race. Okay, let's go here, class. Ito naman both, class. Both. So, combination to ng forward at saka backward. So, that's why you notice that I put here P enter 0.05, P remain 0.05. Okay? Enter, pwede lang pumasok yung ano, pag yung p-value niya, magre-result into less than 0.05. Yung remain naman, it will remain if less than 0.05 then. Okay, let's run this and see what happens kung both. Again, full model, nakakalimutan ko lagi. Full model. Let's run this. All right. So dito, class 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So yung both method class, you notice that it followed the correctly the backward P. Okay? So ang ginamit niya yung P. Kasi nga, ano to, class, P enter and P remain. We insisted on that, di ba? So dito tama siya. This is just like the manual method that we did. Di ba? Apat lang yung significant predictors out of the 7. Natanggal yung race, tapos yung civil status at saka number of dependents. Ang natira, 4 class. So si both class, it gives us the correct, correct p-value method. Yung backward, yun ang may problema. Okay? So here you can check significance ng p-values natin. Yes, this is significant. Okay. Now, ang problem class ng may weakness ang stepwise regression. Okay? The weakness is that you're not able to compare yung mga combinations ng mga variables. Okay, kasi pag nagtanggal ka na isa, for example, hindi natin nakikita dun kung what if iba yung combination natin. So OLSRR allows us to do that. This is ito class, no? Ito. So first, ang tanong natin, ilan ba yung variables natin? Alam natin na n column ng wage minus 1 kasi kasama si wage yan, ano? So let's now, so there are 7 predictors. So ilang combinations yan, class, ng 7 predictors? When I say combinations, ilang one variable lang. So race lang, gender lang, education lang. So 7 na kagad yun. Tapos ilang combination ng tig-2 variables? Race at saka si gender, race at saka si education, race at saka si number of dependents. Ilang combination ng tig-3? Ilang combination ng tig-4? Ilan yung 5? Ilan yung 6? At saka yung 7, syempre isa lang yan kasi lahat siya. We can compute that by 2 to the k minus 1. So 2 raised to the 7 predictors minus 1, that's a total combination. Okay, na kunyari yung tig-isa lang, 7 yun, di ba? Tig-dalawa, then we will have to do pairwise ng lahat ng variables natin. Okay, so i-run natin yung 2 to the k minus 1. So you have a total of 127 combinations. Di ba? So kung iisa-isa mo yung class manually, ubos na yung term. Because there are 127 possible combinations ng regression eh. May tig-isa lang, may tag-dalawang variables, may 3 each, may tag-4. Diba? So magbabago-bago yung combinations yan. May 5, may 6. Yung 7, iisa lang talaga yun kasi wala namang combination. Lahat na yun eh. Okay, so we can use this class. OLS step all possible. Full model to. It will give us lahat ng mga possible na combinations. Okay, so let's run this. Mod compare, control enter. And it will give us all the possible 127 regression combinations. It will take some time. Ayan, plus. So how many all in all? Tingnan nyo, 127. So what's this? Ano to? Okay. Tingnan nyo class. N. Ito yung index. So there are 127 combinations of your predictions. Ito, education lang class. There are 7, 1 each. Okay, so you can regress wage on education. You can regress it on tenure, on gender, civil status, etc. Pito kagad dyan, di ba? Kaya pito. And you have here yung R squared niya, adjusted R squared. So if we base it on adjusted R squared, we can see that the best predictor is education. Kung iisa lang, no? Kung iisa lang, kasi siya yung pinakamataas na adjusted R squared. If we go here, so meron pang meron pang R squared, meron pang Mallows CP, ilan ba siya? 4 lang, no? Yeah. Apat lang na, measures. R squared, adjusted R squared, and Mallows CP. This is used for, mamaya explain ko na kung ano yung Mallows CP. No? Okay, and then we can go to the next one. Ito class, combination ng dalawa. What about education and civil status, tenure and gender, etc. So may mga combination tayo. No? You go here, ito naman tatlong combination. Yun yung end class. No? 3 different combinations. And then here, siya na. 4, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Ito yung 4 class. No? Education, tenure, gender, civil status, education, experience, and so we have plenty. Okay. And then let's plot this class. Let's see what happens. No? Obtain plots of Malus C and other indices. This is what we get. Okay, let's take a look at this. Una, empty. Pangalawa, class. Okay, so what does this tell us? All possible region. Okay, so ito class, ano ibig sabihin nito? Kung isa lang yung predictor, okay, based on R squared, ang pinakamaganda is model number 1, index number 1. Ano ba si index number 1 class? What's index number 1? Previous. Index number 1 ito is education. If you're going to choose only one predictor, then education is the best predictor based on R squared. Okay, based on adjusted R squared, education pa rin. Okay, based on AIC, education pa rin kasi siya yung pinaka mababang AIC. So all of this class are metrics to determine which is the best model based on a particular measure. Okay, kunyari, sa adjusted R squared class, if you're going to use 2 variables, the best is number 8. Ano si number 8? Ito. Yeah, education and tenure. In fact, if you take a look at this, 0.299, 0.255, mababa na iba, no? Even if you check the next one, lahat ng 2. Ang pinakamataas talaga yung 0.29. So it's going down already, yung adjusted R squared. Same thing as Mallows class, Mallows CP. Okay? The lower the Mallows CP, the better. So dito sa one predictor, 1 lang din. So notice that if the Mallows CP is low, then yun yung choice. Okay, paano pag 3 variables class? Number 29. So the number 29 there is the index. Diba? So sabi ko sa inyo ito. So this is number 29, 3 variables. 0.35, 39 yung adjusted R squared. 10.499 yung Mallows. Okay, so the lower the Mallows, the better. All right, so you have here other 3 predictors combination. Yan. Ang lowest yung number 29, yung first one na to. Okay. Pause muna ako, class. Any questions so far? Clear ba yung class? Yung mga 127 all in all. 7 predictors, 2 to the k minus 1 yung formula. So we got 127. And then R gives us, ano yung pinakamaganda kung if you only choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Okay, how about the others, class? Were you able to follow this? Yung mod compare natin. Okay. OLS, step all possible. Lahat ibibigay niya, 127. Okay, good. Okay, waiting for the others, please. Okay, so dito sa last, may humabol. Okay, good. Dito sa last class here, andyan si SBIC, Schwartz Bayesian Information Criterion, and Schwartz, may nabago dito eh. I forgot the, SBC is also Information Criterion. I forgot this, yung I dito, no? Okay, but anyway, class, what's important is for SBC or AIC, the lower the better. So you can see here the models that has the lowest SBIC or SBC. They're the ones that are the best kasi they're highlighted, no, with the rectangle, triangle, I mean. Okay, so let me. Okay, now, tingnan natin yung structure muna ni mod compare natin. Ano ba yung structure nito? Yan siya, no? So it's a list containing several measures. Yan. R squared adjusted R squared Ramsey, prediction ng R squared. Okay. Malo CP, AIC, andyan. Okay. Ano ba yung laman ng mod compare na yan? What are the names? Okay, result. Okay, so we can make this into a data frame. No? So mod compare data frame, mod compare dollar result. Kunin natin to. And let's see what mod compare DF is here, class. 127 observations of 15 variables. Let's see this. It's a data frame. There you go, class. (127 rows. Okay, it contains all the combinations of your predictors. Okay, and then you have the R squared, adjusted R squared, Ramsey. I have to check what's root square predicted R root square ba to? Mamalo CP, AIC, SBIC. We'll have to check class kung ano yung I don't so much pay attention to the other metrics. So what's important is that we have this one, and what should be the basis is yung AIC. That's one of the bases then. Okay, any questions, class? Clear ba? Once again, paki-feedback class if so far clear tayo. Okay, no questions. Thank you. Clear. Good. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, I think I have a few more. Okay. If you want, class, pwede nyo isulat yung you can create a CSV file. No? Okay, we generated this object, di ba? Mod compare. And we can use the write.csv. Okay, what object are you going to write as a CSV? Mod compare underscore df, this one. And then you can name it any name you want. All possible models.csv. Okay, dapat may .csv, no? Okay, you can name it any way you want. Bob.csv. Then row names is equal to false kasi yung object natin na mod compare, okay, wala naman mga row names yan, ano? Okay, there are no row names. Okay, kindly check, class, kindly try this one, mod compare result. And kindly check if you were able to generate a CSV file. Okay, waiting for your feedback, class. Mabilis tayo nakaptry. Mali yung ano ko yung estimate ko. Okay, all right. Okay, good. Nakapag-generate. Good, thank you. Okay, now, na-miss ano ko yung time, ano? Akala ko hindi na natin maubos. So, we'll go now to, yung sabi ko, di ba, magsa-simulate tayo ng, uh, I just want to explain more a bit yung omitted variable bias. So let's create now a simulated data. Okay, mag-simulation tayo, class. Gusto ko makita natin yung ano yung effect ng pag hindi natin sinasama sa model natin yung ano yung result yung ano yung variable natin. Okay, let me just check no yung okay. So okay, class. Uh, we still have I thought that I thought that we'll only be able to finish up to that time. Since meron pa tayong time, kunin na natin to, no? So let me discuss. Sayang kasi yung oras natin para this will be over and done with. So please create a new RMD file. Gagawa tayo ng ano, mag-aan tayo, mag-create tayo ng, I will explain class kung ano mangyayari kung if we remove variables that are correlated. When I say correlated class, I don't mean yung very high correlation. Kasi pag very high correlation, di ba, we don't want that kasi that will yield to multicollinearity. Okay, so let's do this. Is my screen shared? Okay, kindly create now a new RMD file. Siguro i-title nyo na omitted variable bias. Okay. So magsa-simulate tayo. Let's simulate now. Okay, so let me share this code. Control C. Okay. All right. Let's simulate now, class, a data. Okay. You know set.c, di ba, class? Hindi ko pa pala nabigay. Okay, do you remember, class, what set.seed means? Okay. How about the others? Naalala niyo ba yung set.seed? Others, please? Okay, good. All right, so let's generate random numbers, so 500 random numbers. Let's create a variable called education, and then we're going to use R norm. I don't think I have explained this to you, pero nasa ano yan, nasa data and data structures, no? So, tingnan natin, class, yung R norm. What will it generate? Here. Usually, pag marami, nasa stats. Where is our R norm here? DP norm. Dami. Wait. Kaya ko nila. R norm. Here. Okay, so nasa stats package sa class, which comes with the default na to, no? Okay, so this is your function for a normal distribution, the very famous Gauss formula for normal distribution, 1 over square root of 2 pi sigma e to the negative x minus mu over squared over 2 sigma squared variance. So yung R norm natin class, it's supposed to generate, di naka-explain dito, random numbers and normally distributed. Okay? Okay, ito. R norm. Where the first number is your average, the second number is your standard deviation. Ito class. Density D norm, distribution function yung P norm, quantile yung Q norm, and then yung random. So if we're going to create random numbers that are normally distributed, we use R norm. Ito. So here, tingnan nyo class, R norm, 500 observations. Ang mean daw is 12, ang standard deviation is 2. Ito naman si experience 10 at saka si 4. Okay? So let's run this. We should have the same numbers class. So R norm will be nasa ano siya, nasa values kasi it's a vector, no? Hindi siya data. Ito si education. Asan si education? Ito class education. Okay? 500 observations. Ito naman si experience. 500 observations din. Mas maliit siya kasi ang average niya 10. Si education 12. Alright. So, magkakreate tayo ng equation class. No? Magsasimulate tayo. Beta 0. This is your intercept. These are your true coefficients. Si beta education is 1 and beta experience is 0.8. Okay, so we're going to create this parameters and then magkakreate tayo ng object na wage. And wage is equal to 5 plus 1.0 times education, ito normal distributed, plus beta experience which is 0.8 times ito yung experience, plus a certain error term. No? Maglagay lang tayo ng normally distributed then na 500 then ang mean niya 0 and then standard deviation 2. Okay? So let's run this wage class. I-run natin to. Control Enter. So this is now a data frame. Sorry, hindi. Ano lang siya. Vector siya kasi minomultiply lang naman natin. Minultiply lang natin yung 5 plus 1 times yung education plus 0.8 times experience plus a certain error in R norm. Tapos ilagay natin class, ilagay natin sa isang yan. Let's create a data frame consisting of the wage, education, and experience. Tapos kunin natin yung first 6 observations niya. Control Enter. Okay, so these are data frame, no? Ito si wage, education, at saka si experience. Sinimulate lang natin to class, no? Okay, are you able to follow so far? Okay ba tayo so far, class? Okay, thank you. Okay, konti lang yung nakikita ang responses, class. I hope you tell me if you are able to follow, no? Okay, just just to remind you class, ito, simulation to. Kasi a while ago, we were discussing about omitted variable bias, about control variables. So if you have two variables that are correlated to each other, okay? Tingnan nyo class, no? Ano yung correlation ni, correlation ni educ at saka expert? Okay. Negative siya, no? Negative. Tama ba yung variable ko? Educ at saka experience. Generate natin to. And ang correlation nila is negative 0.5. So there's a certain degree of correlation. Okay. So ang gagawin natin dito na ngayon class, ito kaya nyo nang gawin yan, ano? Fit the model. Okay, LM, wage regression education plus experience, ang data natin yung DF natin. So let's fit the full model. Okay, tingnan nyo to So random kasi siya, no? Random si education at saka si experience. And yung correlation nila quite weak, no? Quite weak, negative 0.05. Negative siya, tapos mababa, no? Low correlation. So here, we're creating this model. Okay, no omitted variable bias. Ibig sabihin, sinama natin si education at saka si experience. So if we run this class, what do we have here? Okay, education and experience are both significant. Yan, diba? Significant siya. In fact, the value, tingnan yung value class. Si intercept, di ba ang ginawa natin 5 kanina? You know, beta 0 is equal to 5. Ang lumalabas dito, quite close to 5. Saan na yun? Ito class, here. Okay. If we had increased the sample size, 500 medyo, relatively small. But had we increased the sample size, ginawa natin kunyaring 1,000 or 10,000 for example, yung mga estimates dito class will be really close to this one. Si beta education natin 1, ang lumalabas sa model natin is 1.06. Si experience 0.8, 0.82, 83. So quite close class. Adjusted R squared is 78.9%. Okay. Both coefficients should be close to the true values 1 and 0.8. Kasi ito yung real values nila, di ba? Ito. So ang estimated values natin, ito. Quite close, class. Quite close. Now, tanggalin natin class yung fit the model omitting experience. Tanggalin natin si experience, no? And let's see what happens. So let's run this. Let's create this model, omit model, wage regression education. Wala na sa experience. Okay, let's see what happens with an omitted variable if the variable is omitted. Let's run this. And what do you find, class? Intercept. Diba? Tapos education, 0.97, quite close. But take note, class, look at the adjusted R squared. Naging 19% na lang. Dito ang adjusted R squared natin, 78. Okay, what happened? Tinanggal natin, class, yung predictive power ni predictive capability ni education. Okay? Ani experience. Gawa natin class ng another one here. Control C. Let's see. What if we remove? Okay, Control B. Okay, omitted variable 2. Okay. Palitan naman natin ito, gawin natin expert to. Expert. Tinanggal naman natin si education, si experience ang pinasok natin. Run natin to. Okay. So dito 0.56, no? 0.56. You can see that that experience, as far as model is concerned, has the higher predictive power as compared to education. Pero nung tinanggal natin yung isa sa kanila, di ba? Ang laki ng ang laki ng binawas dun sa adjusted R squared. Okay, and we checked this already, class, na si education and experience okay, are correlated, di ba? Actually, hindi natin kailangan BF kasi may object naman tayo education at experience. Okay, education and experience are correlated. And omitting experience or omitting education biases the effect of education. So notice niyo ang layo na ng di ba? Yung adjusted R squared natin, ang layo na from the original. Okay? So, if we compare, class, yung full model natin, yung estimate natin for education, close to 1 yun, di ba? Ngayon, yung omitted variable bias, yung omitted variable natin, bias na yan, class. Okay? So, hindi na, we cannot, dali na, class. Okay, sorry, class. This ones, hindi ko nabigay, Pero ito, nasulat yun naman to, So I'm sure that you were able to write that. Ito na lang, isi-share ko sa inyo ito, class. This one. Control C. Control V. Okay. Ay, sorry, ang bilis ko na. Okay, sorry, Jerry Lane. Okay, pause muna ako, class, no? Pause muna. Were you able to get this, class? Yung nag-omitted model 2 tayo? Yung una, class, ang tinanggal natin, si experience dito. Tapos yung pangalawa, si education naman. Okay, and you can see the effect, no, sa adjusted R squared nila. When both predictors were there, okay, yung adjusted R squared natin is where's that? 70+%, no? Here, 79%. Nung tinanggal natin yung isa, tinanggal natin si education, take note, class. Ang kaya na lang i-explain ni education is just 19%. Mas okay pa si experience kasi 56%. But still, it's a far cry from the 79% pag joint sila. And in fact, kahit hindi masyadong malaki yung correlation nila, negative 0.5. You can see that the omitted variable will bias the results. It will bias the results. Okay, i-plot natin sila, class. Ito, bibigay ko na sa inyo kasi matagal isulat to. Control C. Control V. Okay, let's take a look first. Plot natin si education at saka si wage. Okay, yung correlation nila. Tapos, maglagay tayo, class, ng regression line. Wage, regression, education. Lagay natin ng color is equal to red, line width is equal to 2. Ito yung omitted model natin. Tapos, lagay natin yung isa. Sama natin yung isa, class. Control C, Control V. Idagdag yun na lang to class. Expert. Gawin natin itong green. Okay. And then this one class, the regression class of the full model. Ito. Andyan si education experience. Okay. Tapos lagyan natin ng legend sa top left. Omitted experience. Dagdagan po natin ng isa. No? Omitted educ. At saka yung isa full model. Color is equal to red. And then green. And then blue. Okay. All right, and let's run this class. Okay. So you can see here, ito yung full model natin. This one. Yung green natin is we omitted education. Yung red natin class is we omitted experience. So you can see class the bias results, di ba? The slope is quite medyo pareho ng slope, no? Pero yung intercept niya malayo na, no? So you can see the plot here. Okay, so we're able to plot class. Kita nyo yung pag si education lang, ito yung green. Kasi inumit natin si experience dito. Pag si education, ang predictor, ito lang. Pag pareho sila class, itong blue. So you can see that the mababias talaga yung natin, yung results. Kasi when one variable is omitted, kita nyo, malayo yung natin, malayo yung LM model natin, yung regression model natin. Okay, pause again, class. And please chat in the chat box if you were able to follow. And then I'll just okay, good. Thank you. All right, so just some explanations here. Control C. Ito nga class, hindi pa nga correlated si no? And we'll end here. Okay? We'll end here. Dito class sa extension na to. Okay. Now, mag-create tayo ng another model. And ang gawin natin class, i-correlate natin si Gawin natin silang talagang correlated. Control V. Let's see what happens. Tingnan natin class yung stronger bias to, no? All right. Set that seed. Education, R norm pa rin, 12.2. Experience. Okay, tingnan nyo class. Si experience ngayon, class, will be a function of education. Okay? So, related si experience kay education kasi how do you get experience? Through education plus a certain residual. So, correlated na yan, class. Okay, please tell me, class, if you got this, no? I'm now creating education. Normally distributed yung natin. Okay? Yung N natin yung 500 pa rin. And then I'm going to create experience, but experience is a function of education. So this is where we will be creating the correlation. Okay, tapos we create an object wage. Again, yung beta null natin is 5. Beta education is 1 times education plus beta experience times experience. But take note sa experience class, correlated siya with education kasi How did we derive experience? From education itself, plus a certain, dinagdagan lang natin ng value si education. Okay, and then we also have a disturbance here, yung noise natin. Okay, then we create this data frame 2. Sinama ulit natin class C. Siguro ang gawin natin dito, okay, gawin natin tong 1. Okay, 1, 1, and then 1, no? Okay, so dapat to edu 1. It should be 1 here. It should be 1 here. Okay, so iniba ko lang class sa taas, no, para kasi experience, para hindi ma-overwrite si experience. Data frame, that would be wage 1, education 1, experience 1. Full model 2, LM, wage 1. Paki-correct na lang class. Education 1, experience 1, data frame 2. Omit model 2, 1 then 1. So si experience lang tatanggalin natin, no? Okay. Correlation, education 1. Okay. All right. Let's run class. I-run ko na na-run ko na yata to, no? Na-run ko na to. So run natin, control enter. Oops, it's time class. May I just finish this? You may go, no? Para lang sa recording. This one, wage 1. And then i-full model natin at saka si ano natin. Okay. And then summary natin pareho. Okay. Take a look at this class. So yung full model natin, education 1, experience 1. Ito, no? Now, when we remove class, tingnan nyo class. Look at that class, education 1. Nung tinanggal natin si experience 1, 1.72. Eh yung beta 1 natin, ginawa natin 1, di ba yung actual value? Dito tama siya, oh. But when we remove experience class, look, 1.7, naging 1.7 na. Okay? So this makes the result bias talaga, no? Okay, you can see that the omitted variable bias is now bigger here. Okay, so let me just share this with you. Okay, Control C. As I was saying here, always include yung sa mga controls, no? Isama nyo yung control variables. And ano ba yung correlation nila, class? Kasi kanina, hindi naman correlated eh. Pero may effect pa rin, no? Ito, 0.5 class, 0.5. Malaki yung correlation nila. Okay? So, as an exercise, siguro gawin nyo naman for ang tatanggalin nyo si experience. Okay, that's good. Any questions, class? Okay, we were able to insert this. Akala ko hindi natin matatapos. So, natapos na natin, class, yung stepwise at saka itong omitted variable bias. We'll have another lesson on Monday, a new lesson on Monday. Okay, so let me stop recording now.